You know, they've performed for President Obama, Queen Elizabeth, Oprah, and now you and your jammies on Morning Express. Welcome to the Tenors. The guys just released a new CD this week called Lead With Your Heart, and I'm so glad to have you here.
We're so glad to be here.
You feel so far away, but I guess we have to stand in the light, stand in the light.
Stand into the light.
Congratulations on all your success, but you know what I noticed? The first thing was you dropped Canadian from your name. It used to be the Canadian Tenors, now you're the Tenors. What went into that?
It was a natural evolution. People always refer to us as the Tenors, and as we grow internationally, you know, releases in the UK, in Australia, and now especially the US with our new album, it was just a natural progression. But we're thrilled that everyone's taking ownership around the world, and we thank our Canadian fans for giving us the opportunity.
We have a lot of Canadian viewers, so they're watching you right now too. So no disrespect, right? Now, what about though performing for Queen Elizabeth? Now, I read that you guys went to Windsor Castle. You not only got to meet her, I can't imagine the rules, because when you meet the Queen, right, you're not, don't touch her. Let her speak first. What about when you have tea with her? You had tea with her. What are the rules there?
We were pinky with Liz.
Keep your energy. Yeah. She's incredibly kind and generous, and she came over and spent a few minutes chatting with us, and we shared some stories about her love for Canada and dogs and her family, because, you know, her grandson just got married. And but it was great. We sang "Oh Canada," which we knew, and "God Save the Queen," and one of our singles, one of her favorite songs, which was "Hallelujah." And we'll never forget being in a room of 30 people on Windsor Castle singing for the Queen of England. It's
she's very well behaved.
Very.
Here's what's different from their first album to this new one called Lead With the Heart, and that is you got the song right. So who does what in songwriting? Usually in a group, one person does the words, one person does the tune. How did you guys work it out?
Well, you know, for us, it's just an organic thing. Sometimes one person brings an idea to the the three of us, and then we work on it together. Sometimes it stems from being like in Walter Afanassiev's house, working with him on some music, and Fraser and I were working on this song called Journée d'Innocence, and we took it and we started writing it on the plane in Oklahoma, and the hotel room.
You wrote in another language?
We wrote in French, yeah. Yeah, I speak French. Je parle français. Alors.
Yeah.
There you go.
Canadian.
Yeah,
okay,
Canadian, eh?
Okay, finally, you're getting ready to go on the 70-city tour. It starts in February, includes a lot of cities in America as well as Canada. When I saw you guys on the road, one of you didn't have your shoes. I mean,
two of us.
Yeah, because baggage claim, right?
Yeah, we didn't get our luggage.
What are some of the crazy things that you've gotten out of on the road?
We literally ran onto the stage that day. Like they're like clapping. They're like, "You're on." They wired us up.
Throw our shoes on.
You know, the sound man. I got my shoes off the sound man because I was in running shoes.
As I was running in, Peter Cetera was there. I said, "Man, can I borrow your boots?" He was so gracious. He's like, "Yeah, man, go." So I wore Peter Cetera's shoes. You know, tough boots to fill. But
hysterical, and the crowd has no idea.
But
you guys, we wish you the best of luck on the 70-city tour. The first is in February. Wait a minute, someone here is celebrating a birthday. Would that be you, Remy?
Me, yeah.
And what better way to spend it than with Robin?
I know. Sunshine all over the place.
Yeah.